G'day everyone. This is the follow-up video to You Think You're Entitled, or Are You Entitled, whatever it was, the short that I uploaded to YouTube. So I'm recording it from my phone because I couldn't get any of my StreamYards or OBS to work properly. But before I do the video, if you could please give me a subscribe, that'd be awesome. So the reason I recorded or posted that was because I had two separate casting calls out. I had one for Jason, which is an origin story for Tales from the Outlands, and one for another short film that I'm doing on September 3rd, which is fully cast. Now, that one of the guys playing the lead actors, he's American, he lives in the US. His Star Now profile said he was here, but apparently splits his time between the US and Europe. So we're literally filming that one day, that's all we need. And I told him, I said, if you don't want to come over, I don't expect you to fly over for one day. They're getting paid, but he said no, he's more than willing to do it. And so I thought, you know, that shows a lot of dedication. Flip that over. When I put the casting call out, probably about, I think it was maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago for the origin story for Jason. I was after four characters, a young kid, Bobby. Still, if you know anybody around 6 or 7, boy or girl, and they might want to audition, let me know. I have had one come through. But the three characters I'm after are Ghost, Red, and Skull. Now, they're not main characters, but they are in it for a bit, or probably 4 pages. So the character of Ghost doesn't have a lot of dialogue, but regardless, I need them also to be able to do the read-through when a couple of the other actors have finished reading the script. So I put a call out on Perth filmmaking community, and I think I got about 3 responses. So I sent through the audition sites, waited about 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks later. I contacted them to ask, you know, the status of how it's going. They replied back. They replied back with, "Oh, yeah, sorry, I meant to get back to you a lot earlier. I've been sick." And I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't, you know, take long. It's a couple of minutes to send through an email. And I know they've been on social media because I've seen it. So anyway, whatever. Then, you know, someone else is like, "Oh, I've been cast in a film and I can't audition this weekend." I said, "Well, we're not filming for a while, so it doesn't need to be this weekend." And giving them the benefit of the doubt, obviously. But again, that was about a week after probably. So if I contacted him 2 weeks later, he probably would have let me know a day or two after that, or before that he'd been cast in another film. So he still had people still had over a week and a half to do a self-taped audition, and there's not a lot of dialogue. So anyway, regardless, the fact of the matter is that I shouldn't have to be following up with actors. So I thought, okay, I'll throw it up on Star Now. So I threw it up, I'll do it again, throw it up Star Now, did that. I think I've had it up there for about 4 or 5 days, and I've had about 20 replies so far, and about 6 auditions come through. Needless to say, some of those auditions went in the bin because of how they were, but I'll be doing a separate video on casting anyway. But regardless, I got a better response from Star Now, which a lot of you have said isn't working very well, but I seem to be doing okay with it, than I did from Marketplace. And a lot more people seem to be a lot keener, putting the effort in. Some of the effort in the audition videos wasn't there. That's why I haven't bothered with them. I just got rid of them. Others I can see have put the effort in. The character of Ghost has not a lot to do in it. There's only, I think, 1 line of dialogue, and the rest is some action. So I don't expect those auditions to be too flash. But you know, the others have made do. I think there's the character of, it's either Red or Skull, I can't remember, has got a crowbar. One person didn't have a crowbar, so they improvised with a Nerf gun, that type of thing. So although they use something different, the intention is still there. And although some of the audio and some of it's a bit quiet or a bit loud, I don't care about that. The fact is that they took the time to do the audition. So when I say, are you entitled, it's more the fact that you work around us, all right, as filmmakers, producers, directors. It's not the other way around. We shouldn't have to come chasing you up for auditions. I've had in other productions as well. I've had multiple people say they've been double booked. But before I do that, it's a paid production, okay? And a lot of the auditions that have been coming up on Perth filmmaking community are unpaid, and a lot of the same people that said they'll only do paid work apply for them as well. So you sort of being hypocrites a little bit as well, all right? And when I do ask some people, they're like, oh yeah, I'll do free work if it's for people I like or friends or whatever. It's like, no worries. So anyway, again, you work around us, we don't work around you guys. So previously I've had people say, oh, I'm double booked, that's fine, just recast. Or I try and accommodate excuse me, people as much as I can. It's apple and blackcurrant. Apple juice. As much as I can by moving dates around or whatever, but it gets to a point where I have deadlines to meet for, say, film festivals, or certain actors being available at certain times that I really want in the film. Having the finances to pay people, because I'm paying out due to lack of support. I'm paying it out of my own money, so I need to put money away every week, and I budget for, okay, well, I want to start at least doing stuff this week, but then I have to push it back another 2 weeks, and bills and stuff come out, just things like that. So I try to work to schedules and to deadlines as best I can. And if you don't fit within those deadlines, or you don't want to take the time or the effort, then I'll move on. So I found that a lot of the people that are applying haven't done a lot, which I understand, But I had one guy message me on Star Now, and he said, oh, do you want me to audition, or have I got the role? It's like, dude, everyone auditions. I said, you've sent me one clip of you doing one fight scene. That's it. It's got no show reel, half a dozen headshots, that's about it. And I know a lot of people said show reels have been removed off Star Now. They're still on there, but he's got to send it to me privately. So again, he automatically thinks that he's just going to get the role. And I've had multiple people ask me, do I need to audition? It's like, everyone auditions. So if you don't want to audition and you think you're just going to automatically get it, just move on. So yeah, the entitled part is the fact that I'm not tarnishing everybody with the same brush, because there are actors that know how the process works. But a lot of them think that they can just get back to us whenever they want, or, do different stuff, and we'll work, and we'll just change the dates all the time. Well, reality check, people. Again, you work around us, not the other way around. Okay. I try to accommodate, but if I'm paying for projects myself, then the cast will have to, within reason, work within my deadlines that I set. If they can't do that, then so be it. Jason, I'm not too worried about at the moment, because some of the actors are still going through the script and things like that, which is fine. But also, this comes down to another video which I might tag up here that I posted about taking on too many projects. It doesn't take long to do a self-tape. Okay, just send it through. If you've got another project, that's fine. Some of on the casting calls, if I put date TBA, it means I haven't set a date. So when you send through an audition, you don't have to on the email just say, oh, you can say, can you let me know when it is, and I will. Just don't ask for the dates, because I may not have set them yet. And yeah, just try and make an effort in your auditions as well. I pretty well outline when I email you, what I require in the audition. If there's separate, like a few different scenes, like with Ghost, for example, there's a scene where he goes into the house, or he or she, Ghost, goes into the house, has one line, comes into the car, adjusts the rearview mirror, and dead, and falls out of the car. So what I do is I get the person who's auditioning to do one scene of them going in the house with the dialogue, and the next scene adjusting the mirror and falling dead out of the car. Some people couldn't do that. It was too hard. But others put the effort in, did it perfectly. I got an audition where the actual person is starting in the car and followed everything I said to the letter, and did the audition that way. Other people just were like, bang, 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 okay, we'll get it done. Like they were in a hurry. And getting back to people, okay, again, it shouldn't take me to follow up on what you all are doing. All right, so I know some people were sick, but I saw them still on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever it was, you know, posting, whatever. It takes literally 1 to 2 minutes to send an email or a message via Facebook saying, sorry, I'm sick, I can't do the audition. Right? Again, that doesn't show professionalism or dedication to myself. And yes, people work, there's 24 hours in a day. If you work 8 hours, get home, put your kids to bed, have dinner, send an email or a text just before you go to bed. I send texts to people at 11:30 midnight still, because I get home from work, I have dinner, and then I'm basically on the computer till I go to bed, whether it's doing posters or whether it's organising, looking through auditions or doing whatever, you know, and that's it, because that's what I need to do to get stuff done. So in closing this video, I just want to let you all know that if you're not interested, or you think that it's the job of the director, the casting director, or producer, or whatever, whoever's doing the auditions or the production company at that time, to follow up with auditions you've been asked to do, you're wrong. All right, it is your job and solely your job to make sure that you get what's required to them within a couple of days is fine, 2, 3, 4 days, whatever. If you say, if the audition sent to you on a Sunday and you said I'll get it to you by Friday, that's fine, you know. But not Friday comes along, nothing. Weekend comes along, nothing. Another week, then it's an email. Where's this? Oh, sorry. If that happens, if it gets to Friday, you can't do it. Friday night or Saturday, send an email, whatever. Say sorry, I've been held up, or an emergency, or I'll try and get it to you when I can, or I'm too busy, I can't do it. That's it. So there's people out there that need to just pull their heads in and not think that the world revolves around them. There are projects going on here in Perth between paid and unpaid, not a lot. Again, I'm looking at making some decisions. I've minimalised what I'm doing. I've sold my car because I didn't want car payments. Again, due to lack of support, I'm trying to fund these myself. And I will be maybe later on applying for a British citizenship because my mum's Scottish, and I may move to England where I've got already know filmmakers, some that want me to help them on some projects over there. So that's something else I'm looking into because there's a lot more support over there. Or I may go over east. I'm not sure yet. I've got to see how the scene goes here in Perth because yeah, there's a lot of snowflakes here and a lot of people that are pretentious. So in closing, guys, remember, if you get a casting call, other production company might do different, or other directors or producers, but if you get one from me, if you haven't replied if you haven't got back to me within a week, say, just shooting me an email or whatever saying I can't do it, then I'm just going to disregard you altogether. And if you contact me later, I'll say sorry, it's over. All right. And again, this doesn't go out to everybody. It's only to probably about 80%. But you know, you can't satisfy everybody. I'm making it paid work, and I'm still not getting the responses I'd like. Nearly 3,000 people on Perth filmmaking community, and I know probably 80% of them don't engage. So out of that 3,000, I've got two or three people come back, and none of them even got back to me. So I know a lot of them are just on there just because they want to feel special or part of a community, whatever. So that's it. People wanted me to do this, and I know some people are going to give me comments saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't care. You don't like it, unfollow me. So I will link that other video up here that I did mention about taking on too many projects, and I will be doing a video about casting as well, the way I go about it, what I'm looking for, that type of thing, and I'll do another one about crew as well. Thanks, y'all.